after all of your eye makeup happens, my next, like my last step, you know, face, and then my contouring, and then my eyebrows, my eyeshadows. My next step is always eyelashes. For me, like I have such tiny little eyes, if I don't put something on, it just doesn't look right. So I've already glued on this eyelash for you, and I'm hoping the glue's still wet so you can sort of see. Yeah, it's like a little thing, but it makes a massive, massive difference in how professional it looks. For eyeshadows, or sorry, for eyelashes, the ones you can get at the drugstore are okay. Specifically, 807 is okay, but the lash band, which is like the part that the eyelashes are attached to, is clear. And because I'm doing like a really dark eyeliner triangle anyways, the lash band just helps, like the black, it being black helps emphasize that. So I tend not to buy my eyelashes at the drugstore. They also cost like $7.50, and you're probably going to use them only once because that band is so delicate. So there's a lot of other ways that you can get fake eyelashes, and just better fake eyelashes for less money. My way is eBay. You can get lots and lots and lots of eyelashes on eBay. I got these ones from Australia. They've got the like the lashes cross each other, so when they come out they're like this, in pairs like this, and they look a lot more realistic. The only problem I have with them is that the lash bands themselves, like the actual eyelashes from like here to like there, is way too long for my eye. So I always cut from the inside because all that matters is that outer corner. Our eyeshadow really emphasized that outer corner cat eye shape, and then we learned how to do that properly with eyeliner. And then now I'm just going to use the outer sort of flare outs of those lashes to emphasize it as well. You can get a Arden Latiche eyelash adhesive at the drugstore, and it's okay. But the best one by far is Duo. I like the Duo waterproof because stuff happens, and I want my makeup to look as good at the beginning of the night as it does at the end of the night. And I don't want to have to redo it because I'm really lazy. So Duo waterproof, just like we're priming everything, we're going to use waterproof eyelash adhesive. So I have the I will take another eyelash like this, and then what I would do with it is I would cut. So like you see, let me show you over here. You can see how the ends are kind of long on both ends. So I would cut it probably just a little bit short, maybe around here, like that much off, only like 2 or 3 bunches of eyelashes. And then I would cut the random tip here at the end. And then I would take my Duo, my eyelash glue, and I would open it. And I would very carefully squeeze a very fine line along the inside of the lash. So where it curls outwards, like you can see how it would stick on my eye, right? So I put it on the inside that's going to be attached to my eye. And I would do a really tiny, thin little line of Duo glue. And then typically I put it down, I pick up my next eyelash and I cut it, and I put the glue on there. You need about 20 to 30 seconds for the lash glue to dry and to make it worth your time to actually start putting it on your eye, because otherwise you're just going to be holding it like this in the mirror forever, and I'm lazy and I don't have time to be doing that. So then I get really close to the mirror and I attach it by both corners. I haven't cut this one, but let's pretend. I attach it by both corners in here. Make sure the outer corner is stuck, and then I will just use my nail like this to stick the inner corner. And then because I've let it sit for 20-30 seconds, it's usually good to go and good to stick on. The closer to my lash line I get it, the better it is. And shorter lashes are always better, like shorter lash strips are better than longer lash strips. So if you're not sure, cut it a little bit too short and put it a little bit too far out, because nobody's inner eyelash has a lot of eye. No one's inner, yeah. You don't have a lot of eyelashes right here, but you've got a whole bunch out here. And you want to emphasize the shape that you're already trying to create with your makeup. So quick little conclusion summary here. I tried to draw a picture of what my eye makeup looks like. It's not actually very good, but you have like your eyeshadow with the brown on the outside for me and the gold on the inside. And then my the shape of my eyeliner. And then for the brows, the sort of summary of where all the lines come from. So at the beginning of your eye, kind of like this, and then this one, and then this one for your arch and the end of your eyebrow. The important things to remember about products are always use a primer for your foundation. No matter what it is, it's going to work way better. The actual type of foundation you use doesn't matter that much. It's just whatever is the best color for you and easiest for you to get. But so long as you have a really good primer underneath, you're going to be okay and it's going to stick all day. And then just remembering to contour, so darker under here with the bronzer, the non-shimmer bronzer, and then a blush. And then if you're feeling it, a little bit of highlighter across the top of your cheekbone to help create that shape. And then for your eyes, just to remember the shape of the eyeshadow is exactly the same shape as the eyeliner is, and it looks like this picture on the, I guess for you guys that's your right or your left, I don't know. This picture right here. So that's the eyeliner shape, but the eyeshadow is just the exact same shape and a little bit bigger. Don't forget to prime your eyes when you do your eyeshadow because you don't want it to all come off, and that's just a waste of your time. And time is important and valuable. Don't forget to use a specific brow powder and brow brush. It will make your life a lot faster, and then you don't have to worry about the pencil, but you do need that because once you start doing this sort of eye shape, you get these really big, really dramatic, really defined eyes, which is great and marketable, and people want to fuck you more because of it, but you have to make sure that you are balancing it all out, otherwise it looks like kind of fake and sort of wrong and stuff. So after you've primed everything and you've applied everything properly and then you've done the right shapes, you're going to want to grab your eyeliner. I never use a pencil eyeliner. It rubs off really quickly and it doesn't give like as dark or as dramatic a look as I need for my tiny little eyes. And I really like the Lorac Pro line. Other than that, I hope that helps the ones that you keep bothering me to tell me how to do your makeup. I know I don't have time to spend with each and every single one of you, but I hope that gives you sort of the idea of where I am coming from. And try your own eyeshadow shapes. So start with that really basic triangle, and then, you know, if you find it goes out too far on you, then make it shorter. If you find that it makes your eyes look like they're not open enough, then make it go up higher. All those kinds of things. You'll find that it's really adaptable to almost every kind of eye, and it always looks good and professional and clean. And like you spend a lot of time doing your makeup, but really you didn't, and it just happens to look awesome. If this helps you, pass the information on to somebody else and pay it forward. I will see most of you soon.